Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
The Rock and Review is thrilled to have back on a guest that's just an incredible producer, singer, songwriter, and of course, guitarist, JD Simo. JD, thanks for coming back on the show.
Thanks for having me, man.
You've got an amazing new album, and I was listening through all the tracks today with Mind Control. You know, it's kind of an interesting take. I think my favorite track on the album is probably Let Go, but also I like the rootsiness, and you and I are both blues fans with Recovery.
Yeah, I mean, like many of my compadres, started recording down here in my little makeshift studio at my house. And after about a month or two of lockdown, I was recording a bunch of stuff alone. I just wanted the guys, Adam, who I normally play with, the drummer, of course, but then some other new friends who I hadn't worked with yet. And we just started getting together to get through the pandemic, really. And we recorded, typically it was like usually Wednesday and Thursday, of every week, starting in April of 2020.
Right.
And so that continued well into 2021. And it was about February of last year of 2021 where it was, starting to go through and just seeing the sheer number of songs that have been recorded. And it was really easy to sort of pick out the ones that were my favorite, our favorite collectively. It came together really holistically as a result, because there wasn't, usually when you make a record, there's like a vibe in your head, or if you're working with a producer, you sort of get together and sort of make a plan of, this is what we're trying to do, this is the direction, that kind of thing. But with this, there was none of that at all. It was the types of stuff that we recorded. It was pretty varied, and so it was really like, it's like 5 different albums worth of material,
Yeah.
And so this collection was really kind of like easily went together. The vibe of it was very influenced by North Mississippi sort of trance. I was at the time really, really enamored with Junior Kimbrough and Fred McDowell and stuff like that. And so that sort of vibe also mixed with Afrobeat, because Adam was kind of going through an Afrobeat phase. And so sort of juxtaposing these kind of trance kind of things on top of like an Afrobeat kind of groove became somewhat of the nucleus of a lot of the material.
Well, I've got to ask you this too, JD, and certainly, with your albums over the years and your past tours, selling out shows wherever you go, even internationally. But it's like, where did you come up with the title and the artwork, Mind Control? Because I love the album cover and everything, but where did you come up with this? Because I expected there to be like a Mind Control track in there.
The artwork is, the producer of the album is my friend Adam Bednarik, who was a very close, among many other things, but it was a very close collaborator of Justin Townes Earl. And he also played bass on the record, and wrote all the tunes with myself and Adam. And he went home and drew the artwork one night and sent it to us in a group text, like, hey guys, I was just fooling around, what do you think? And I really loved it. And so we ended up using it. And our friend Jeremy Fetzer, who is another great guitar player here, who is in the band Steelism, he actually like took it, and because it was an etching with an actual like skate punk drawing, but like the background, people, you have to look close, but it's like behind the lettering is all hand done, and then the skull is freehand, obviously, and all that. But the whole back is this giant etching that that Adam did, and so Jeremy helped kind of like assemble it, like, but yeah, Adam just drew it, and it was beautiful, and I think it's beautiful. The title is an inside joke between myself and Adam Bednarik and Adam Abrashoff. There's a UFO documentary that that I showed. It was like 10 years ago, because we've all been friends for a long time.
Right.
But there's a UFO documentary that I showed Bednarik and Abrashoff in a hotel room a long time ago. It was Dan Aykroyd is hosting it. Okay. And Dan Aykroyd is chain smoking cigarettes through this entire UFO documentary.
That one.
It's great. There's a lot of really good information in there, but it's just the fact that it's Dan Aykroyd just like chain smoking cigarettes is hilarious. And so there's a point in there where he is talking about the government's involvement or something, and he goes, well, you know, there is government involvement, there is mind control at play, and so mind control at play became like an inside joke with me and them. And so that's where the title came from. We were all, when we knew we were going to make that this record was going to come to be, it was really easy to name the album, because it's a big inside joke, and it's like, well, of course we're going to call the album Mind Control, right?
It looks to me with Mind Control and with the logo and everything, with the artwork, it's like that is going to make a great T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think everybody's going to want a T-shirt with that on it.
Well, thanks. Yeah. Well, we have them.
There we go. On the website, right?
Indeed.
I know you've toured as much as you can, and you're planning like the upcoming leg of the tour. I want to make sure that our viewers, are able to find your website, social media, and everything to know when you're coming to their town, because they need to get their tickets early, because your shows tend to sell out.
Yeah, no, and it's always a good idea, because then then we can gauge what's going on once we get out there, because it is a very different climate. But yeah, people can go to jdsimo.net for info on everything. And I'm very active on social media, so if you don't follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all the above is just JD Simo Music. I'm most active on Instagram. I'm on there almost every day doing something. And yeah, I mean, we've got like 20 shows throughout the South that we're about to embark, hopefully.
Like, I think this music really lends itself, to vinyl. And I know that you and I are both kind of vinyl nuts, listen to LPs that way, as you always travel with a record player as well on tour.
Yeah. I go back and forth because it's kind of a pain in the butt, but it's just, it just becomes one more thing to lug around.
Right.
And so like the first tour, I didn't bring it, and I was really upset that I didn't bring it. And then I brought it on the last tour, and I had a lot of fun with it. And now I'm getting ready to leave, and I'm like, I don't know, do I want to, lug that thing? So anyway, but yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's a big, it's a fairly important part of, everybody has different things that they do on tour. It's really seductive to just lay and do nothing and just watch TV or do whatever, but you feel like crap if you do that. You have to get out of the sort of spherical situation in some way every day. And whether that means that you go for a walk, or it means that you go to the gym, or it means that you go off on some excursion, it's the only way to really kind of like be happy out there. It really makes you miserable day after day. You're just sitting at a venue or you're in a hotel. And so going to record stores is really fun for me. I enjoy it. Michael Zimmerman, who's been traveling with us these last couple of tours playing bass, is really into it too. So it's always fun when you have a person or two to kind of share it with, because then it makes it more of a communal kind of activity. So yeah, it's really fun.
Well, I want to make sure our viewers go to your website to get the vinyl, to check out the cool t-shirts and other merch, and to catch you on tour with your new album, Mind Control, which I think is just great. I love the tracks on it. JD Simo, thank you as always for coming on the Rock Review, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at a live show soon.
Me too, buddy. Well, thanks for having me, and much love, brother.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of a Bobby Bones Show.